If you've ever bought a course and never finished it, or worse, you finished it but still don't get it, this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm a senior software engineer, and I made this channel to help people like you break into tech. Let's dive in. Today we are going to be discussing how to take courses online without quitting and actually extract extreme value out of them. Throughout my journey as a software engineer, I have purchased several courses. Some of them were extremely useful, helped me in landing the job I have right now. Others just are collecting digital dust. So today let's talk about how you can choose courses and actually take them to make sure that they are available for you. The first thing we are going to discuss is about the mindset in purchasing a course or choosing a course. Now, watching videos online isn't equal to learning. You can binge watch a 20-hour course and leave the course with nothing to show for it. Most online course platforms or online learning platforms like udemy.com don't have any way to show whether or not you actually took the course or learned it. It can only track whether or not you've watched the video, and you can actually just skip ahead to the end of the video to check a box that you've watched the video. So it ultimately depends on you and what you want. All right, so it's extremely important to first of all have the right mindset when trying to study online. You need to know what is your outcome. What do you actually want? Are you learning this course to try to land a job? If so, does it have the right material? Is it going to help you? Have you read enough reviews on it? You need to do all of this kind of research, and it all starts with the mindset, knowing what you actually want from this particular course. It's not enough to buy a course, because you can own a course like dumbbells and never use it. I have some dumbbells at home and I've never used them, or I've used them but like it's been a very long time, so I haven't extracted the full value out of them. I've bought running shoes, gym clothes, but now I just wear them at home. So it's not enough to just buy a course, but you need to actually extract the value out of it. Learning online is extremely useful when you do it actively. It can be really beneficial to you because you get to take courses at your own time, at your own pace, but it needs to be an active experience. You can't just binge watch the entire thing and think you're going to extract much value out of it. That's usually not how it's going to work for you. You're probably going to end the course and still not know what to do. Particularly if it's a course on something like coding or software engineering, it will require active participation from you. So you need to have the right mindset going into it, knowing that I'm taking this course for this particular reason, and because of that, I'm going to commit this amount of time to it, and I'm going to give it my everything in order to extract the value I want out of it. The next thing you're going to do is you'd have to choose the right course. Now, to do that, there are some key things that I would suggest that you prioritize. Number one, go for courses that have a clear structure or learning roadmap. There are some courses on a platform like udemy.com, where the instructor has taken a lot of time to design the course in a way that takes you from a beginner level to an intermediate level or to an expert level, whatever the case may be. There is a clear structure, there is a clear roadmap. Some other courses have just been recorded and put together. The structure isn't as cohesive, and sometimes they include videos where the video is not really necessary, but they want the course length to look long so that it will convince you that it has a lot of value. It will be very important for you to go review as much as you can in terms of the free videos that they make available. So review the course, do some research, ask AI about the course roadmap, all of the things that they claim that you learn. Another powerful way to know if the course is going to be valuable is to read reviews on the course. So see what people are saying, what people liked, what people didn't like. Weigh all of that and see if that course will be right for you. Some courses are targeted for people who have some background knowledge in whatever they are going to teach. You need to understand, do you have the right prerequisites for this course? So for example, if you are going to take a course on data science, most likely it will require you to have some kind of Python programming experience. If you don't have that, taking the data science course would be extremely tough for you. Even if the instructor tells you that don't worry, they'll take you through Python together, I think for something like that, it's probably not going to work very well for you. It will be best to take another course to understand the prerequisites, understand all the fundamentals, and then come to it. So because sometimes you're just not ready for that particular course. You should also prioritize courses that have hands-on exercises or projects. If you are learning any kind of skill that involves you doing something, building something, learning to code, learning to be a graphic designer, and all of that, courses that have hands-on practice will be more valuable valuable to you than lectures that just talk about theory. Those ones aren't really going to help you much. You need a course that involves you in the process of learning so that it will be easier to retain all of the information that you are receiving. Another thing is to make sure that the course that you are going to take has updated content. Avoid courses that the content is outdated. For example, if you are learning a Python course or learning a programming course and then you realize that, let's say it was recorded in somewhere 2023, 2022, we are in 2025 now. Maybe 2023 can pass, but 2022 and before, for most tech roles and tech courses, it might be outdated. So you would need something that is fresh, that has a lot of value. Of course, there are things that you can learn, even if the course is a little outdated. There are things that you can learn from it, and you would have to go out of your way to learn the updated versions of it. If the instructor is doing something and you realize that it's not working for you, you probably have to go online to figure out how it works in 2025, which is fine, but just keep it in mind that you'd have to do that. Another type of course you should definitely avoid is courses that are shallow. If you're going to spend money taking a course, the course needs to have enough in-depth content for you. Having a shallow course is probably going to be more detrimental than beneficial, because you'd think you're learning something and then you go try building a project and you realize that you don't have enough information to build it. It might end up making you more frustrated, feeling like, you don't know enough. It's probably too hard, but it could just be that the course was just too shallow for you. So do enough research before purchasing a course. Now you might be wondering, how are you going to know that this course has enough in-depth content? Because you don't know what you don't know. You know that you're going to learn Python, you don't know what it entails. How can you judge that this particular course has enough knowledge or is heavy enough for you? Like I said, you can just copy the entire page, put it in ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to grade the course for you, tell ChatGPT what you're looking for, and it will help you judge whether or not this course is the right one for you, and maybe even suggest other ones. But don't follow AI recommendations blindly, because it could be just based on data that has been trained on. So don't follow it blindly. Now let's actually talk about how you're going to take the course. It's very important that you don't binge watch the videos. So take no more than 3 videos at a time. Don't watch any 3 videos together without actually practicing. My recommendation is I don't watch more than, say, 5 minutes of video without coding or doing anything. Neither do I try to code along as the instructor is doing. If you watch, let's say, 5 minutes or more, you might miss something and then you'd have to come back and all of that, which may be fine. And 5 minutes isn't really a hard and fast rule. Just don't watch too much content that you don't know about at once. Also, if you try coding along as the instructor is doing, you'd probably be distracted and not hear the things and assimilate all the information that you are receiving at that time. I would recommend that if it's a 5-minute video, you can watch the full 5 minutes, pause and try to build it on your own. If 5 minutes is too long, you can watch 3 minutes. Once you understand the concept of what is happening, pause it and try to do it on your own. Don't just try to copy and paste by just looking on the screen and doing the exact same thing. You might lose some understanding. You might lose some of the reasoning behind what the instructor was doing, because for great instructors, as they are coding, they'll be explaining their thought patterns. That is more important than the actual code they are writing. Why they are doing what they are doing is way more important than what they are doing. So it's very important that you follow along by watching what they are doing and trying to replicate it on your own. What's even better than that is, for most course videos, the instructor usually spends the first minute or two explaining what the video is going to be about and what they are going to build. If it's part of a project or they are building something, one thing that can help you is, once you know the introduction of it, you can pause right there. Don't even watch the rest of it. Just pause, go build it on your own, and then come back and see if what you did and what the instructor did are the same. Look at the differences, look at the strategies that he used, and compare it with what you ended up using. See areas that you can improve based on what he did versus what you did. That is a great way to learn online. If you do this, trust me, you are going to be much better than people who just binge watch stuff. You are going to break out of what we call tutorial hell, because you are going to understand principles, you are going to understand fundamentals of what you're actually learning. Throughout your online learning journey, it's extremely important to track your progress and have some kind of accountability framework. What do I mean by that? After every few videos, go back and see what you have done, what you have left to do. So you can have a Notion document that you have all the course sections in. As you go, you check off the different things that you've learned and stuff like that. Another thing that you can do is sharing your progress with your friends, family, and anybody who cares. If you have someone else who is learning the same thing as you are doing, just message them, tell them, hey, this is what I've done today, all of that. So one thing I used to do was take screenshots of my coding screen and share with my people, my friends on my WhatsApp, or just send it to people just to show that I'm doing something. It wasn't really for them, it was more for me, because as you just keep posting such things, what you're learning and stuff like that, if you ever go through a phase where maybe you're not posting as much, someone might ask you, hey, how far with the thing that you're learning, and just even if nobody asks you, just the process of putting yourself out, sharing what you're doing with someone else, build some kind of accountability for yourself so that you can keep going. It will be extremely helpful if you had other people learning the same thing and you can both inspire each other to keep going. Don't go get somebody who is going to demotivate you. If the person is trying to do that, just pack your things and leave. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the importance of building as you're going or as you're taking the course. Don't wait till you finish an entire course to build a project. When you get to a certain point in the course, you can build a project based on everything that you know so far. Just brainstorm, see what kind of project you can build with the knowledge you have, and just go ahead and build it on your own without the help of your instructor. If you get stuck, go online, do research, and figure it out. A lot of the job of a software engineer, for example, will involve doing research and trying to figure things out on your own, because in the actual job, you won't have any instructor holding your hand. So it's very important for you to be able to take ownership, build something, even as the course is ongoing, build something and then publish it, show it to people, all of that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have progress. You just need to show progress. In wrapping up, one thing I'm going to share is that online courses are tools. It's not a shortcut. Taking an online course isn't a shortcut. It's a tool. And like a dumbbell example I used before, you can own a dumbbell and then it will collect dust. You don't have any muscles or anything. So it's very important that you understand this. Know that this course is going to help you. You know the outcome that you're going to receive from it. You know what you're going to get. You build the right structure. You study the right way. If you do all of these things, it can completely transform your career, your life, because there's so much information out there and you need to be able to learn well and grasp as much as you can out of it. All right, in case you've not noticed, in this video, when I was trying to film this video, my monitor cracked. But yeah, just share, like, and subscribe. That's what to help me get over the fact that my monitor is cracked. I still wanted to record this video even though it just happened just before I recorded it. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.